Hello, everybody. I'm Madame Sensei. I teach Spanish, French, and Japanese to high schoolers out here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. I am thinking my way through the Harvard Project Zero thinking routines. If you want to help me with this, see me at studio-nemo.com or ping me on the Minecraft Education Ambassadors or the Duolingo Educators Network. So today we are still in introducing and exploring ideas, and we're talking about chalk talk. And again, all the thinking routines are located here at pz.harvard.edu/thinking-routines, link in the description. And chalk talk, it only appears here. Okay, some of these get repeated a lot. Chalk talk only appears here. This is a routine for silently considering ideas, questions, or problems and responding to others. As we tackle listening, speaking, reading, and writing, which skill is the easiest to master and which is the hardest? So I'm constantly reassuring my students that writing is easier than speaking. When you're writing, you have time to think. You often have a dictionary in your hand. This thinking routine is going to take advantage of the reflection that is inherent in writing. You can do this on large butcher paper like a jigsaw, and it's very similar to the GLAD technique expert groups. And I have another video about that. Expert groups. Maybe I'll link that in the description. That's a good idea. If you're teaching grammar explicitly, pop-up grammar, grammar translation, audio-lingual method while looking at transformation drills, community language learning, and you're dissecting the scriptures class wrote straight out of your textbook. Actually, I don't do this specifically for grammar. What I do is I embed my grammar lesson into what we're working on. Okay? I give my students a grammatical construct that they have to use in all the responses. For example, I'm going to say use more than, less than in each response. And then I combine the grammar with the literature or the culture or the history lesson. Okay, like here, we had just read Tauntaun and we'd read Asterix a little bit before. So I've got them comparing those two books and I've got them comparing all the characters. And so let's talk more in depth about when I'm teaching literature, culture, history, art. I've got a recipe in front of me. We're listening to a song. I show the students a picture, or I ask them to analyze a story that we just read, but they have to practice by using that grammatical construct that I tell them to. I'm like, we're working on this today. You got to put this in all your answers, okay? Instead of hanging a giant sheet of butcher paper on the wall, I like to lay it out across the tables. Now, I hate normal student desks because when I first started teaching, I had those dumb desks where each was a chair with a bar and then a little table on top of that. And every time I had the students, I'd be like, minasan tatte kudasai, everyone stand up. They'd like bark their shins on that stupid metal bar. So I found out that my colleague up in a chemistry teacher was getting rid of his old chemistry tables. And I was like, don't take them to the dumpster. I want them. So I have old chemistry tables in my class and I love it so much better. There's so many games we can play on them. So, you could, if you don't have nice tables, just move all the desks out of the way and have the students right on the floor. I like to do it like this horizontally, and I like to have the students all around it so everybody can be writing at the same time. I hate to have students passively waiting their turn. I want everyone to be writing at the same time. I want everyone to be active at the same time. I want everyone to be speaking at the same time. My classrooms are loud. They are not quiet classrooms. It's okay if the students write upside down because this one's on the other side. You can't, the way I took the picture, you don't see anyone over here, and I don't think anyone was at this table behind them. But, if I hang it up, yeah, some of it's going to be upside down, but it's fine because I'd rather have the students be active and not passive. Sometimes the students, and I always have them, these ones are using, I don't know why this class was using pencils. I'm trying to remember. Normally I put out colored markers and colored pencils because I think the coloring helps the students remember things better, and usually they start doodling on them. But I love that because memory is visual and spatial. And so the doodles are going to help. They're going to help everybody, the person doodling, and they're going to help the next person who comes up and looks at that poster. And each table has a different prompt for the students to respond to. There's my mouse going too far down. That's fine. I'm not going to re-edit this. You can call time and have the groups move to different tables, or just have them work at their own pace. Either's fine. In our next episode, we're going to tackle Imagine If. Hope to see you there.